Okay, so let me start from the beginning. Okay, great. So, in as we were discussing about data types in JavaScript, um, leave this part, primitive thing. Okay, we will discuss about it, but these are the primitive data types. I mean, these are the data types which are present in JavaScript. Okay, and when it comes to string, you know, a sequence of letters or a single letter is considered as a string. Okay, and we can place a string in single quote or in double quotes. But in C sharp and Java, if we put double quotes, now what they say, double quotes for a single character, then it is not allowed. We should put a single code single quote for a single character. Okay, so here there is no restriction in JavaScript. There is no restriction how we are placing a string. Is it in a single quote or in a double quotes? Okay, and everything is a string. Okay, there is no character data type in JavaScript. Okay, there is no character data type, and also you can place, if you place uh, let me use the single quotes only. If you place this as well, then this is also a string. Okay, you can place a number, you can place a single letter, you can place a sequence of characters, or what else you can place? You can also place a boolean value. This is not considered as boolean value anymore. This will be considered as a string only. If it is under single or double quotes, if you place any value under single or double quotes, then it is considered as string. And as other programming languages, where we have double, int, float, and all those things, there is nothing called as double, float, nothing, no integer, nothing, no difference. Everything is a number. Everything. I mean, 4 is a number, 4.56 is a number, minus 8 is a number, minus 9.45 is a number. Everything is number. And boolean, yes, boolean, we all know in every programming language there are only two values, true and false. Undefined is where the value is not yet decided. Value is not yet decided. Okay, but there will be a value in future. So if value is not yet decided, then that is called undefined. And null is a blank value. I mean, there's nothing in it. Okay, nothing in it, it's blank, then that is called as null value. Okay, now coming here, ca- in here, okay, in the first sentence, what is this? What data type is this? What data type is that?
String.
Yes, string. Okay, now what data type is this?
Date.
No, there is no date
Um,
data type in it.
Sorry, it's um, string.
Yes, it is a string. And what data type is this?
String.
Yes. So, and okay, what data type is this?
Number.
Number.
Yeah. Why exactly this is number and why exactly this is not number? And okay, what data type is this?
Number.
Can you please read this and then tell me what data type is this? This is a phone number, right?
String.
Yes, this is a
Yeah.
string. Why exactly this is string? Because, okay, in here, if you read this sentence, okay, mm, if you read this sentence, I am 36 years old and twice the age of my cousin and half the age of my uncle. Okay, which means here we are making arithmetic calculations like 36 twice, which is 18 into 2, and half the age, which is 36 by 2. Okay, so this is we are able to make arithmetic operations on this number. That is the reason we will be considering this as a number. Okay, but can we make arithmetic operations on a phone number, like twice the phone number of my cousin, or half the phone number of my uncle?
No.
No, right? So that is the reason phone number is also considered as a string. Okay, wherever if there is mathematical or arithmetic operations are not possible, then that can be considered as a string. Okay, and we can also same with the address. We cannot make a calculation on address where half twice the address of my cousin or half the address of my uncle. So that is the reason this is also considered as a string. But when it comes to age, or when it comes to, okay, this, what do you, read this complete sentence and tell me what is the data type of this.
Number.
Correct. Why? Because we are able to calculate this weight. We are able to calculate here, okay, 1.5 times. I'm calculating here, and also I'm calculating here 0.75 times. So that is the reason this is a number. We are able to make arithmetic operations. Now, can you tell me what is the data type of this sentence?
String.
No,
String.
no. This complete sentence is a string, but what will be the data type of this? I mean, if I want to, okay, let's say this, I want a data type for this. So what will be the data type for this?
So string, we can take it in a string.
We can take this in a string.
Undefined.
Yes,
Undefined. Undefined.
correct, perfect. Because we haven't decided the value yet. I want to visit favorite destination, but there are many unable to decide one, which means when you write this data type, you will say let favorite destination is a, okay, okay, and you'll put this. Okay, you'll only put this because you're not sure what is the value yet. You're not sure about the value. When value is not yet decided, then you will say it's undefined data type. The complete thing, I mean, Renu, the complete thing is a string. Okay, if you consider this complete thing, then that is a string, and this complete, that is yeah. But what is the value? Because when you're reading the sentence, we are
Hmm.
not able to decide a value for it. Favorite destination, we don't have a value yet. That is the reason. Okay, now, okay, what is the value data type for this? Read the sentence and please let me know what is it. Okay, let me highlight this. Okay, now what is the data type for this?
String.
No,
Undefined.
no. How can it be undefined?
It's
Okay,
Boolean.
yes, correct. It's Boolean. The reason being active. Okay, I was active in military service when I was 26, but not serving anymore now. Means military service, the boolean, the value will be false. When he was 26, then the boolean value would be true. I mean, active equal to true, active equal to true, and active equal to false. When it is false, now present it is false. Present it is false. But when he was 26, it was, when he was 26, it was active. He was still in military service, so active is true. Here favorite, now you get it why exactly it is a bull. No, let me present her. Okay, now it is false because he's not serving anymore, he's not into military service anymore, so active is false. Same here, let me destination Yeah, correct. Okay, so we got to know this is a string. This is also a string. This is also a string data type, but this is a number data type. This is a string data type. This is a string data type. Okay, and this is a number data type. And when we read the complete sentence, if we only take favorite destination from here, then this is undefined because we don't have the value yet. The value of the data type is not yet decided. Here in the complete sentence, if we say military service is he active, we can also write in this way. Okay, how can I say, how can I write this variable name? I can write in this way: active in military, oh, military service, right? I can write it in this way, right? I can write the variable name in this way: active in military service, true when he was 26, but now false because he's not serving it anymore. He's not serving. Understood till here? Okay. Now,
Yes, Ashish.
okay. Now, can
Um,
some, yeah,
Ash-
yeah,
Ashish, please.
yeah,
Like when he was 20 years old, he was active in military. It means
yeah.
it's from 20, 26 and above. Yes.
No, no, no.
Now the
Uh,
um, only for that.
only for that age. Let's take only for 26. Okay, we are not we are not into conditional statements yet, like if and else. We are not into conditional statement. Yes, I'm just saying how we can decide a data type, how we can write a variable name. Okay, I'm just talking about
Mm,
that. And how can we decide what variable can go into which statement? If you have given a document, then how exactly can you decide a variable, and how
okay.
exactly you can give a value to it, right? In that way.
Okay.
So when he was 26, active in military service, yes. So yes means boolean, true. Okay, now he is not active in military service, which means false, which means boolean, sorry, no, which means boolean false. Okay, so
Mhm.
and now here, okay, leave thank you thing. Okay, now tell me what, what data type over here? I know there's only one type.
So currently we don't have answer to this question. So it's null.
Yeah, it will be null. The reason being he's still looking out for it, but he don't have anything. He don't have, but he's looking out. He's looking out for one, which means it's blank. I mean, it will be filled. It might or it might not fill soon. So it is still a blank value. Okay, he's not sure. Like he might do a job, or he might not do a job, or he might find one, or he might not find one. That is the reason it is a blank. Here you can say job equal to null. I think it will be null in this way. Okay, so these are the data types. Now what exactly primitive means? Primitive means it's an inbuilt data types. Inbuilt data types that are present in JavaScript. I mean, it's already defined by the JavaScript language. That is the reason they are called as primitive data types. Like they are inbuilt. The string, number, boolean, undefined, we are not creating it. Like in Postman we had inbuilt variables and also user defined variables, right? How exactly we used to create an inbuilt variable? How exactly we used to create an inbuilt variable in Postman?
We make it. We put the two curly brackets.
uh
Replace that's and we choose the. I don't have Postman in front of me, but for example, the
Dollar sign.
Yes, $sign
yeah,
random email address, right?
yes. Mm.
So this is inbuilt. In the same way, string, number, boolean, undefined, null, and other two which are big int and symbol, they are primitive data types. I mean, these are already built in JavaScript. Okay. Now, coming to variable and variable names. Now, okay, in here, now let me copy, okay, let me copy this. I'll say this one, okay. Uh, First name equal to John, okay. And in JavaScript, this is not mandatory. Yeah? This one is not mandatory. You need not to put a semicolon, but it is always a good practice to place a semicolon after every statement which is ending. It is always a good practice. It will really help you in other programming languages as well. When you're writing other programming languages, it will really help you. The only programming language where this, if you place this, it throws an error is this is the only language where it throws an error if you put a semicolon. Apart from that, C Sharp, Java, JavaScript, TypeScript, everything, they allow this semicolon. Okay. Not not in Python. Python, if you put a semicolon, then it throws an error. So ignore it as we are not learning it now. So place this. Now here, what is the variable value here? What is the
First
variable value?
name,
Sorry,
first name.
first.
The John. The value is John, and the variable is first name.
Okay, John is a variable value, right?
The value, yeah, is the
Okay.
value.
Yeah. So John is a variable value. And what is first name?
Is the variable.
No, it's not variable. It's not variable. It's
Name.
variable name. Yes, it is variable name. And equal to is assignment. I mean, assignment spelling. Assignment. I mean, we are assigning John. We are assigning John to first name. Okay, so a variable value is getting assigned to variable name. Now this complete thing is called as a variable. This complete thing is called as a variable. Okay, so here we are assigning John using the equals to sign, which is an assignment sign, to the variable name. So here the container has I don't think so I can draw, and I'm not sure how to draw in Word. Hmm, I don't know how to draw. Can I? Can I draw? Pencil something. Uh, has someone ever used drawing in Word? How to draw something? Huh?
Can you try the pencil beside A? I think
So,
it works.
sorry,
The pencil beside A.
pencil
The,
beside A.
down.
This one? No, this
Yeah.
is coloring. Okay, Leah, I think I can use paint. Let me see if I can use paint. I'm not sure.
Yeah, paint you can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
paint you
sure.
can.
Uh, Okay. Okay, let's see pencil. Okay, so this is a container. Oh, thank God, I was able to draw. Okay, now this is a container. So this complete thing is called as variable. Okay, now we are giving this variable uh, like a name as first name. Okay, and this is the name of the container. This is the name of the container, and what we are placing in this container, we are placing John. Okay, so this is the value. So whole thing, this complete thing is called as a variable. Okay, so this complete thing is called as a variable. Now in JavaScript, in other languages, if you have seen in other languages, we need to specify a data type, right? Like, let's take an example, Java. Okay, in Java, if you want to create a variable, a string variable, create a string variable, then you need to type in this way: string first name equal to uh sorry, John. Okay, So this is the right way, right? In Java, this is how you create a variable in Java, string variable. Okay, but in JavaScript, you need not to provide anything. You need not to provide a data type. You can, this is valid. This is valid in JavaScript. No need of giving a data type when you're creating a variable. But this is not a good practice. This is really not a good practice. Now, what we can use, and but in JavaScript we cannot use the string or number. We cannot write in that way. It will throw an error. Okay, if I show you. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, let me clear this out. Okay, let's say string, right? String first name. Okay, first name equal to job. Okay, and console dot log first name. Did I say this correctly, or is it capital? Sorry, it is capital. I think it is capital. Mm, data types. It is capital. Okay. Now, if I run this, see, it says an error. We cannot define or what they say, give a data type when we are creating a variable. So if we remove this, now run, see, it plays you. But this is really not a good practice. This is not really a good practice. So how can we deal with this? How can we deal with this? Okay. Now we will come to that. Where exactly? Yep, variables. Okay. Now how can we give a give a name? I'm sorry, not name. How can we define a type? I can say a variable type to in JavaScript, as we cannot define string or anything it might be. Okay, string or number, boolean, undefined, null. No, not undefined. String, number, boolean. As we cannot define these things, yeah, undefined and null. We cannot define these things. How can we say that this is a variable? How can we say this is a variable that I'm creating in a standardized way? Let's say in a standardized way. There are three. There are three. Variables which you can use. First one is var. Second one is let, and third one is const. Okay, this is in lowercase. Okay. So these are the three. Okay. Now before 2015 or ES6, I think before ES6, these two were not present. These two were not present. It was only var. It was only and only var. But there was an issue with var. Okay, I'll show you how. Let me come here. Var a equal to 6. Let me. Okay. And then var a equal to 9. Okay. var var a equal to, okay. Now is, do you see here, like, we are now, if I run this, let me run this, then I'll show it to you. Okay. Okay. See, it hasn't thrown any error. It has taken the latest value of a. It has taken the latest value of variable name a, which has been assigned to it, and then it has printed it out. But it if let's say this is only 3 lines of code. Okay, now we know, okay, the why it has printed Ashish, because I have assigned a to Ashish. Let's say I wanted to print 9 and not Ashish, then I would have come here in the code and have seen, oh, I have assigned a equal to Ashish. So what I need to do? I need to comment this out. Now if I print, then I'll get 9. Okay, this is easy. When it is 3 lines of code or 10 lines of code, I say it is easy. But when there are thousands lines of code or 10,000 lines of code, then it would be very difficult to see where exactly and where all exactly you have placed the same variable name with a different value, with a different data type value or a different value. Okay, you have assigned, so it is really difficult. So that is the reason JavaScript people came out with the solution where they have introduced two new variable types, which is let and const. And in postman we will be using const a lot. 99% we will be using const. 1%, only 1% we will be using let, where I'm pretty not sure we will be using it, because it will really make our script and our code really confusing, and really, I mean, it might create more errors. Okay, so that is the reason we will be mostly going with const. Okay, now I'll say why const. Okay, let me come to the, let me say about let here. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll say let b equal to 6. Okay, let b equal to 9. Okay, now I'll print this out. Okay, and I'll comment these all. Mm, okay. Now see what happens. See, there is an error. It says that we cannot redeclare b with a new value. This was possible in var. This was possible in var, but when it comes to let, this is not possible. But there is one issue with let. Okay, what happens is, if I say, let me comment this out, and let if I say b equal to Ashish. Okay, see, there is no error, which means this also can confuse at times, because we are giving an integer to the variable name, then we are assigning a string to the variable name. So if there is a lot of lines of code, and at times when you are expecting 6 to be the output, but you are getting Ashish as an output, then to check where exactly you went wrong, or where exactly you have reassigned, this is a reassigned, reinitialize, reassign, you can say, okay, anything. Okay, it's totally up to you. Reassigning a value to a variable, then it is really difficult. So that is the reason we went with, okay, let me comment this out. We go with, oh, we go with const a equal to 6, const, now this is also not possible, const a equal to 9, which is not possible in let. Same, it is not possible in const. Const is nothing but, it's a short form for constant. Okay, constant. This value doesn't change. This value doesn't change at all at any point of time. Any point of, once you have declared it, you cannot change the value, or you cannot reinitialize the value. Okay, I'll show you how. Now, if I print this, okay, oh, it's a, right? Okay. Now, if I run, see, it's saying A has already been declared. A has already been declared. So you cannot redeclare it, which was same with let. Okay. Now what? But in let, we were able to reassign with a string. Now let's see if I can reassign it with a string in the constant. Okay. Const A equal to, now let's see if it runs. See, again it gave an error. So it's same with other, other programming languages as well. Constant is what we have. I mean, once the value is declared, you cannot redeclare it or reinitialize it. You cannot do anything. You cannot do anything. Once you have given a value to a variable, then that is all. That is final. That is final. In Java, we have final keyword, right? In the same way, here it's final. Okay. So this complete thing is called a variable. This complete thing. Okay, here variable, we are using what variable type we want to use, and then variable name, variable value, and the assignment operator. So if I copy this and paste it here, so here const equal to variable type, a equal to variable name, 6 equal to variable value. So this is how you create a variable in JavaScript. So my suggestion is never use var, because it will really be confusing and it might get prone to errors, issues, and all those things. So use const as much as you can, 99%. Let, if you think that it has to be reassigned with a new value um, somewhere in future or somewhere in the code later, then use let. But always go with const. That is the best option to do. That is the best option. Okay. Now, any questions? Any questions till now? What is a variable? What is a variable type? How many variable types we have? What is a variable name? What is a variable value? And how can we assign it? And what is the difference between var, let, and const? Any questions? Any questions? That is all it is said over here. I mean, see, using var, using let, using const. Same here. Okay. See, if we are not using any variable, if we are not using any variable type, see, it's always good programming to always declare variables before use. So always say it's var or let or const. So for older browsers, so var was used when, see, before 2015, correct? Before 2015, as there were no option for the developers to use let or const, so they were always using var. But after that, they jumped into let and const. So this is what all about. I mean, what they say, variables, how you can define a variables, and we'll come to this block. We'll come to this scroll down, 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 down. No, not here. I think. Yeah, and data types, same here. String, number, begin, boolean, undefined, null. These two will come. Symbol, we don't need it. Big int also we don't need it. We will be not working with so large numbers. Object is completely different. We'll come to object later. Okay, and now we will be not discussing object. So any questions till here? Any questions? How we can use a variable, in our programming, we will be discussing it. But any questions till now?
No, Ashish.
Okay, great. Now I have one question. It's for who are using uh, who are working on Java. Okay. mm, Java online compiler. Okay. uh, okay, let's say char ch equal to mm, okay. Now, say like this. Now, I want the output to be okay. What will be the output of this? Let me comment this out. What will be the output of this?
A.
Sorry, A, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I want to print B rather than A, how can I do it?
Double quote.
Double quote?
Need.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
As a string, we have to add
No, no, no. I
inside
don't.
bracket.
No, no, no. I want to print the CH value to be B.
But
We
we
put
don't use
CH,
both.
we
CH,
put
double, like equal, and
Huh?
B. So the
No,
value
no,
will be given to.
no. I don't want to create another variable also.
Mm.
I don't want to create another. Okay, you are saying like this in this, right? Ch equal to b,
We,
right?
Yes.
No, I
we
don't
can
want to
say
create. No, I don't
we
want to
can say
reassign. Sorry.
we can say A equal B. A equal to B.
A equal to
Yeah.
b.
Mm. Because yeah.
How can we say a equal to b? We can say ch equal to b, but we can't say a equal to b because that is a value.
Um. Okay.
Okay, let me give another example. Let me copy this and let me print this. Okay, ch7. And what will be the output of this ch? Okay, I'll say ch1. Huh. What will be the output of ch1?
7.
7, right?
Mm-hmm.
7, right? Okay. Now
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to print 7. I want to print for ch1. I want to print 8. But I don't want to reinitialize 8 like ch1 equal to 8. I don't want to reinitialize it. So how can I do it?
ch1 plus 1
ch1 plus 1.
plus, I mean arithmetic operation.
But this is a character, right? Can you?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Uh, you're almost close to the answer actually. Uh,
Plus ch1, like a incremental operator something.
Increment operator?
are you sure that that will work?
I
No,
know. I mean
no.
that
I
it
think
works for digit like numbers.
Okay. So how can I do it? Okay, how can I print for ch? How can I print b for it? Actually, the answer is correct. Let me show you. We will be using the increment operator. See. Oh, where did? Oh, I missed semicolon here. Okay. See, it worked.
yes.
Did it work?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So
Yes.
same you can do for increment, decrement, everything. If someone says, can you write, I mean, without reassigning, can you update this? Then you can use it in this way. This is a cheat code, but yes, you can use it in this way. For A, if you want to print B, then you can say ch plus plus, where it will print this. When you say ch minus minus, what should it print? Let me comment this. Now what should it print? Here it will print 6. Okay, here it will print 6 if we say ch minus minus. But for A, if we say ch minus minus, what will it print?
J.
So,
Undefined.
nah, we don't have that in Java.
Null value?
Null also no. It prints negation actually. I mean, it says I don't find anything. Okay, I don't find a value. That is a reason. That is what it prints. So yeah, now why exactly I'm saying this, because same works in JavaScript as well. When I clear, let me clear this out. But in JavaScript we have one thing. Now here, okay, tell me how can I create a same? How can I create in the same way? How can I create this in JavaScript? Here we have character char ch equal to a. But how can I write this in JavaScript? How can I write that in JavaScript?
Let
Yes, let
let ch equal to single quotation A.
Perfect, perfect. And we don't need this semicolon, but we can still provide it. Okay. Now here,
Yes.
if I say ch plus plus, and then here how, okay, printing will come to printing. Okay, I have to teach about printing. Ch, okay, semicolon, same. Oh, I have to do so ch 7 1 1 1. See the difference here. Here it has printed. Okay, let me uncomment this and uncomment this. So it will be B and 8. Okay. Here, when I run this, it says NaN. What is NaN? Okay. Here it has given 8. This is correct. But here there is a difference. Okay. What is NaN? Okay. NaN equals to not a number. So JavaScript was unable to do an increment operation on the letter A. That is the reason it said not a number. Please do check what you have written in the code. As it is not a number, I cannot perform any operation on this. I cannot perform the increment operation on this. But here, as it's seen that it is a number, it went ahead and it has created a number. It has given us output the next number. But here, so that is the only difference. That is the only difference. Like here, when you use a letter, it says not a number. But you cannot. Okay, that is all. Understood.
Yes, Ashish, but I just want to ask you why you just said that we do not need to write let or var. We just write const. So why you write here now let's?
Okay. That I wrote. I can I can write const as well. You can write const as well. It is just, I am used to let actually. I'm used to let. That is the reason I use let. But you can use let. That there's no, there's no problem in using let. You can use either let or const. But when it comes to Postman automation script, that is where we use const a lot. We use const a lot, but you can also use let. There's no problem here. I'm not planning, I'm not writing any program. I'm not writing any code where, okay, this value should be a only, there should be no change in the value in future. If I think in that way, then I need to write const. But here I'm just giving an example. Either I can write let or either I can write const. There's no issue in that. It's in future, if I think that this value should be changed, then I can use let. And where I don't want it to be changed, then I can use const.
Ashish,
Yeah.
here, but we are making an increment on
Uh-huh.
CH, then we cannot use const, right? Because we are trying to change the value.
Let's
Const
see.
means
Yeah, true. Let's see what it gives. It has given. Let's given an error because, yeah, the constant is already decided. So yes, true. Nice catch. Yeah, correct. So yep. But I think here, can we use here? No, not here also. We cannot use here also. So at times, yeah, thank you so much. So at times, Nadia, where if you want to perform an operation and that value should be changed, then you cannot provide const here. You have to give let. The reason being, there will be a value changed in your code. Here, if I say, let me give you an example. Const pi equal to pi value is 3.14, right? Yeah. 3.1. Here I don't want this value to be changed at any point of time in any of my code. I don't want to change this value. But here, and if I don't, this operation, uh, pi plus plus will be invalid. The reason being, I don't want to do this. Pi value, I don't want to increase it. If I want this value to be constant, then I use const. But if I want my value to be changed in my code, wherever, if I have written a code where my value should be changed, so why exactly I want to change the value? Maybe I want to use some operation here. Maybe I want to say like const ch1 const ch1 equal to, sorry, ch2 equal to ch1 plus 9. Yeah, I can say 9. Okay, if I say in this way, okay, sorry. If I say in this way, see, oh, I haven't printed this out. Oh my god, I need to print it. See, it is printed. Now, what happened here? Now, if ch2 has been, now this is what the constant. I want ch2 value to always be. So I want ch2 value to always be 17 only. I don't want it to be changed at any point of the time. But that is the reason I have given const here. But if I want my ch1 value to be changed from 7 to 8 so that I can perform operation on ch2 with plus 9, then I'll give let. I mean, if the value needs to be changed, if the assignment value needs to be changed, then I can give let. If never needs to be changed, then go with const. Once you do practice, once you write programs, you will get to know, okay, where exactly you need to use let, where exactly you need to use const. Okay, now I'll give let me give an example here. Okay. What example I can give? Yeah. Uh, okay, how many planets are present in our solar system? How many planets are present in our solar system? How, how many planets are present in our solar system?
9.
Okay, Pluto is gone. Okay, still okay. So let's say nine planets, right, in our solar system, and it will never ever change. It is a constant value, right?
Yes.
It's a okay. Earth has how many moons? Earth has how many moons? Our
1
planet,
moon.
One.
one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Jupiter has 17 or I think something around 56 or something. I'm not sure. Saturn has something. Yeah, Jupiter has more moons than us. Okay, so Earth has one moon. So there is only one moon for Earth, which is a constant value, right? Which is a constant value. So
Mm-hmm.
const uh, moon of Earth equal to 1. This will never ever change in your complete program. It might be tens of thousands of lines of code in your program, but moon of Earth will be always 1, right? So that is a constant value. It will never ever change. But let's say our population. Okay, world population always changes. Every day it changes, right? Every day the
Uh,
world population every day
yes, yes.
changes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes,
this
yes.
is where you cannot provide const. If you say const population of Earth and say 1 billion, I'm not writing the numbers, okay, 1 billion, and tomorrow if it has become 2 billion, then you cannot change this value in your program anymore because it has already been constant. I mean, you cannot change it. Then you need to create a new variable saying that, okay, const. If you say const again, then you'll say population of Earth 2 2 billion. Then again, if it went to 3 billion, then again you create a variable. So rather than doing this, I mean, rather than writing multiple lines of code and repeating yourself and stressing yourself, what you can do is you can just say let. You can just say let. So here, what happens if tomorrow, if the population of Earth is 2 billion, you need not to create a new variable. You can just say, you can assign the value to the same variable name, population of Earth equal to 2 billion, because this is changing. Change is constant here, but here the value is always constant. That is the reason you use const. Here you use let. So when you're practicing, age as well, same, let's go with age. Okay, let age equal to 26. After an year, your age will be 27, right? Your age will be 27,
Yes.
right? Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
but what about this?
Yeah. It never change. It's the
So
same.
what? So what will be
Constant.
the, yes?
Constant.
Yeah. Now understood where we need
Yes.
to use let and where we use to const. Great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Thank
now
you. Thank you.
coming, you're welcome. Now coming to the part which we are missing, the main part which I'm using a lot in my code, which is this one. Oh, sorry, I removed it. Okay, this one. Okay, one main thing. Okay, one main thing I want to discuss about. Uh, I know in other programming languages is also it's the same. First name is not equal equal to first name. Understood. JavaScript is also JavaScript is also case sensitive. Case sensitive. I mean, here n has a capital letter, but here n has a lowercase letter. So JavaScript thinks, no, decides that this is a different variable name and this is a different variable name. Okay, so it is case sensitive. Here n is caps, here n is lowercase. So this is different and this is different for JavaScript. Completely different. They both are not same. They have the same meaning, but here n has uppercase, here n has lowercase. So that is the reason it is completely different for JavaScript. JavaScript is always case sensitive. Okay, this is very important, and make sure, if you will be facing issues where errors where you will be writing let population of Earth equal to 1 billion, but when you're printing it, okay, when you're printing this, you might type o in lowercase. So here you will be getting an error. Then just see, okay, if everything is same, if not same, then just go ahead and change it. Oh, change it, then the error is gone. So make sure, as it is case sensitive, make sure your letters, your lowercase, uppercase, everything should be same and equal. Okay, there should be no change. Okay, now we'll talk about this console.log. Okay, what exactly this console.log is. Okay,
Sorry, Ashish, I
yeah.
just have a question.
Mhm.
So which one, first name and first name, which one is correct? The first name is
Both are
correct? The
correct.
first
Both
one?
are correct. Both are correct. You can use both.
Okay.
You can use both,
Okay.
but they are different. They are different. I mean, if I
Like
say,
as a variable name?
yes, as a variable name, they are different. If I say, for, very nice. If I say first name equal to hash, okay, and let me put complete name here, okay, and oh, first name equal to, oh, so both are different. These both are different. These both are not same, because this first name is different. This first name is different. Variable names, this is different and this is different. So the values also assigned to them will be different. They are not equal. They look similar. They look same, but they are not same, because the variable name is different. We are using uppercase here. We are using lowercase here.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
there is no rule, like for example,
uh,
for Java, you start always with the capital letter. Here is it's whatever you want to do, you do it.
I don't think so. In Java, we start with capital letter. In Java also, it is camel case.
Okay.
In Java as well, it is camel case. When you create a variable, it's lowercase. We start with lowercase only. We don't start with uppercase.
Okay. But why? Because I saw this in the, for example, if the we have two, for example, here there are first and name.
Hmm.
Okay, they like why name starts with the capital letter, like it's it's like a sentence. It should not. That's what I saw like in some videos that they have like
Okay,
first
okay.
starts with
Okay.
mm,
You're talking about the writing. The writing. Why
yeah, the
do they write
syntax.
in?
Yes.
Yeah, why do they write this in this way? Okay, it is just for better reading purposes. Better reading purposes. Nothing apart from that. You can write. I'll say population of Earth in the year Y2K. Okay. Now let's say 1 billion. Now let's say it's really hard to read this, right? It's really hard
Um,
to read this.
because
But
because there is
when
space. Mm.
no, space, not about space. It's really hard to read. But when you say population of Earth, Earth in the year Y2K. Oh, Y2K. This is more easy to read, right? So this is called as camel case. Okay. How can I say? I mean, let me
It's up and down. It's
yeah,
like
yeah, let
small
me
and
show.
then goes up.
Yeah. See, let me go with this image. It's a little bit big. Yeah. So we start with lowercase here, and then we come with uppercase here, then with lowercase, then uppercase. So in the same way, I mean that is the reason it is called as camel case. It's using lower and upper. Then but here what we did is once we use the lowercase, then we come with the uppercase. Everything next follows with the uppercase, so that it is easy to read. Nothing apart from that. But you can also write everything in lowercase. There is nothing wrong in that. Every programming language you can write using this. There are certain rules. Yes, we come to rules where when we are writing variable names. Okay, when we are writing variable names in JavaScript as well, we do not we do not we do not start with number uh, number or special character. Okay, we always start with we always start with a letter. We always start with a letter. Okay. Do not start a variable name with a number or a special character. I think there are two special characters which can be used when writing a variable, but I say ignore them because we don't want to get that complicated. Okay. We always start a variable name with a letter that is easy to write and easy to remember as well. Okay. So always go with in this way. Okay. First name rather than okay, this is okay because we are starting with letter. Okay, but this is not valid. Okay, nine name is not valid, and then modulus name, this is not valid. Okay, these two are not valid. These are not variable, this is not valid variable names. We cannot create in this way, but we can create with a letter. Okay, but you can also do in this way. F9 name. This is okay. This is okay. But you cannot start with number or a special character. Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. And yes, and this is just like for reading purposes. Okay. Just for reading purposes, we write in this uppercase. You can also write it in a lowercase. Spaces. I don't think so. Spaces are allowed in. Let's see if we can create. Let me remove this. I don't think so. Spaces are allowed. Okay. Okay, first name is always constant, right? Let first No, I don't think so. It will allow. No, it will not allow it because it will think we have created two variable names here. That is the reason. When I say console.log and first space name, here itself it will give you an error. See, so you cannot use space. So as you cannot use space, that is the reason for better reading purposes, we go with the next word with the uppercase. I think you can use underscore. You come with underscore, we can use underscore. Will it work? Yeah, it worked. So if you want, you can use underscore like population underscore of underscore earth of in underscore the underscore year underscore y2k. This underscore, I mean, this will really create, I mean, very lengthy, right? So rather than that, they use uppercase letters. That is all.
Yeah.
So it's not a standard, it's not a rule, it's nothing like that. It's only for reading, better reading purposes, nothing apart from that. But yes, these are standards. You cannot start with number and you cannot start with a special character when creating a variable name. When creating a variable name. Okay?
Yes.
Great. Now we'll come here home. We nothing to discuss here. Introduction. What is JavaScript? We know it is a programming language. Okay, where this is all about web development. Where exactly you can place JavaScript in when you're creating a web pages. This is not required for us. Output. Yes, this is what we want. Okay, and statements. Okay, we know how we write statements, right? This is all statements only. This is let me close the Java compiler. This is a statement. This is a statement, and let x equal to 6 is a statement. This is all JavaScript statements. I mean, the complete variable uh, from the variable type declaration to the variable value end is called a statement. Or if you don't declare as well, this is also a statement. This is also a statement. Let x is also a statement, JavaScript statement. Now, syntax we know, like we have to use we need not to use a semicolon and we can use a semicolon, and what else, literals we will come to that, variable
Uh,
values and literal. Yeah,
Sorry, Ashish.
yeah.
For statements is when we do not give any value. When you give value become declared. Yes,
No, no,
we
no,
call it
statement is a complete statement. When you give and when you do not give a value, that is a statement. That is a statement.
and declare.
Declare is that is a variable value which you are declaring. I mean, that doesn't compromise as a statement. Statement is, let's say statement is a line of code. We'll go with that.
Mhm.
Okay, if we've written something in a line of code, that is a JavaScript statement. Leave and do not confuse statement with your variable values. Okay,
Okay.
let's say let y equal to 4. Okay, this is variable type, variable name, assignment,
Name.
and variable value. But this semicolon, when we add the semicolon, the complete thing is called a statement.
Oh, okay. And the declaration. Declare. I don't know.
If we don't declare also, we are ending the statement, right? We are ending the statement. So this is also a statement.
Hmm. Mhm.
Every line is a statement. Every line is a statement when you're putting a semicolon. When you're putting a semicolon, then that is a statement. I mean, if you read this, see, statements is like list of instructions to be executed by a computer. So it doesn't relate anything to your variable value declaration or variable value assignment. Nothing like that. Okay.
Okay.
If you say just let age and you haven't declared anything yet, you haven't declared it, still it is a statement. It is a JavaScript instruction. I mean, you are giving, stating that create a variable with the name as age. I'll give you the value later. But as of now, I'm giving you a statement to create a variable of age. Okay.
Yeah, I understand it now.
Okay. So
Thank
syntax we know. Okay. Syntax is all about like how exactly single and double quotes, and then numbers we don't need. Okay. I, so for string we can write string in single quotes and double quotes, right? Number we don't need any single or double quotes. Boolean also we don't need any single or double quotes. Okay, for boolean as well we don't write it under single or double quotes. Undefined is like value is not yet decided, so we leave it blank like in this way. uh, Okay, let age. Okay, here the value is not yet decided, so this is undefined. If I print this, let me remove this all. If I print this console.log age, see, undefined, because we haven't given any value yet. We are still yet to give a value. But for null, also null as well, we should not place it under single or double quotes, like what exactly is this? Right, destination, I can say destination equal to null as of now. Okay, I'll say console dot log destination. See, it printed null, means blank. I'm blank. I don't know. I'm just blank. I don't know what is destination or where. I'm just blank. Okay, so null as well, we don't put them into single or double quotes. Only the string in JavaScript, only the string, and string can be a single letter or a sequence of letters. Everything should, or a number or a special character, everything goes in single or double quotes. Then that is called as a string. Apart from that, everything should not be placed under single or double quotes. Okay. Now, coming to syntax, we will discuss. Comments we know is the same like in other programmings. Uh, this is double quotes, double forward slash for single line, and for multi-line we use star and then star forward slash. Okay, this is how you use comments. Okay, read this, you will get to know. Syntax also you can read it, and statements is like what we now we know variables, and we have discussed about let, we have discussed about const, and we have also discussed about data types. We have discussed about variables. Now we need to discuss how can we output. I mean, when we give any input to the computer, how can we get the output from the computer? How can we get it? I mean, in postman we used to get output in console, right? In response tab as well, but also we used to get it in console as well, right? If you remember.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, now how can we get the same? How can we use JavaScript to get the console? I mean, how to get it to the output to the console? What line of code we need to use is, ignore all these three, ignore these three. This is the only statement you will be using ever in Postman automation script. Console.log. Console.log means log everything which is present in this brackets. I mean, if I come, log everything which is present in this brackets into the console, into the which is output. If I so I think I can do it here. Console, I can write it here. I think console, console, uh, conso, console dot log it has printed hello world. So if you want to print anything to the console, if you want to get the output displayed in your console, then you just use this statement. Okay, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. So this is what we use when we are printing anything. Okay, so let me close this. This is the only thing. See, writing into the browser console, or we can also, in order to print output over here in the compiler or in VS Code, as well. If we want to print something output to the console or to the terminal, then we use this console.log. Like I can show you. Let me create a folder. Create a folder quickly. New test. I'm going to create a new file with an extension of js.js. Why JS? Because we are working on JavaScript. That is the reason. Okay. Now here I'll give let a equal to 5 and console.log. Now I need to run this. How can I run this? Terminal, new terminal. Node. We need node. Okay. Node test1.js. See, it printed 5. So we need this. We need this line of code, and this is the only line of code we ever need in automation script as well, to check our data if it is correct or not, to check if we are expecting what we are expecting, that is what is printing out in the output. So logging, which is in this brackets, to the console, we use this statement console.log. Any questions? Any doubts? Any questions or any doubts?
No, Ashish.
Okay, great. And now, okay, coming to, I did ask to create one task. So how many have you done it?
You mean last time or
You mean
for last?
algorithm task?
No, no, not algorithm, not algorithm. Yeah, yeah, algorithm for ice cream and chocolate.
I did it.
Yeah,
Yes, I did it.
okay. And anyone else? Mm, okay. I'm not sure what to say here. Okay. No worries. But if you don't practice, then it will be really hard, because we are into programming, we are not into manual anymore. So practice does need. And let me give again same topic. Okay. Write the algorithms for these three. Okay. Wait a minute. The ones who have done it, please write for the ones which I'm giving it today. The ones who haven't done it yet, please do write it. So these three algorithms should be written. It's for your own practice. Okay, if you don't practice, then it will be really hard for you to understand anything in future. I mean, here you will be using every data type, every variable, and everything, boolean, everything, and you'll get to know how to, you know, how do you write loops or conditionals. Everything will be performed in this algorithm. It's totally your wish how you want to do it. Or yeah, okay. So yeah, that is all for today. Because in future, I mean, when we get more deeper into programming and automation, then if we don't know how exactly it is working or what is a flow, and if we don't practice, then it will be really hard, really difficult to understand the concept. And if you don't do tasks, then I'll be not in a position to make you understand.
Ashish, we write only the algorithm or also the code?
No, only with the algorithm. Only with the algorithm.
Okay.
Renu, I haven't received the combined flow yet, which I asked for the manual testing. I only received three, only three combined flows. That is also still pending. I'm not sure when it will be done. Okay. Yep. Thank you all. And practice. And yeah, when you're creating, try to create variables. Okay. One task I want to give. Try to create a string. Uh, Try to create a string or a string, number, boolean, undefined, not null, leave null, but try to create these variables using your household items or household things or anything. You can use anything and see what all string that you can create and what all you can differentiate as number, what all you can differentiate as boolean, and what you can differentiate as undefined. That will be fun, really fun. Okay.
Okay.
Great. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely evening. We'll meet
Thank
on
you.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank
Ashish, there is a one question. We will
Yeah.
meet on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes, please.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.